Yo, this is the Scarcity Studios YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. And our sponsors are Alpha Claims and Hire Birmingham, the leading and best accident management company. Get a replacement car anywhere in 1 hour. I really appreciate you joining me tonight, and there's been a lot going on in the past week and a lot to catch up on. And the latest revelations that have come out of the Black Lives Matter protests is that Dutchavelli and also Digger D are facing being sent back to prison for attending these marches and also speaking out for them. Diggity recently came out and said that he can't speak about Black Lives Matter because apparently it's promoting violence. Police and probation had a problem with him taking a picture saying Black Lives Matter. They wanted to recall him, but instead they changed his license conditions to make it worse than they already are. And according to UK Drill News, he's got the strictest conditions that he could have possibly had anyway. He said that it's bigger than him and everyone else, and everybody keep doing their thing until people show equality. And Digger D, he's had a lot of success on his own and also with the group CGM, formerly known as 1011. He made the papers as well, and Digger has had quite a controversial career to say the least. Back in 2018, after there'd been the first drill group to be banned from threatening people and rival gangs in songs, and also by referencing death and murder in songs, this had never been done before, and some activists for freedom of speech actually contested this. In the middle of June, when he actually came out of prison, they made a video called No Porkies, and the papers ran a story at the time to say that the police actually approved this video and they had listened to it and said that there was no reason why they shouldn't be showing it. Even though it was talking about jump out gang, get swiped, get chinged, and it goes on to say further in the articles about this, about how many times did they circle round the up block and how many times would they circle again with a revolver. So the Met Police admitted to the tabloids at the time that they gave permission for the music video to be filmed and approved all the gang lyrics. And Diggity has been in and out of prison since this due to minor breaches of his conditions because he has got very strict conditions. And a lot of people say that he'd have been a lot further in his career if it wasn't for all this that was holding him back. And then to top it off, to actually get threatened to have a breach of his probation or recall due to attending a protest, it is unusual. I wonder what the conditions of probation are for people attending civil rights movements. Do they even take that into consideration? And in regard to Dutchavelli, rest in peace to Fox. I recently covered the passing of Fox's close friend and manager, and his sister has recently come out, Stefflon Don, the singer. He comes from a very talented family, and she's recently said that her brother is currently wanted by the police because he went on Instagram Live and said he was going to a Black Lives Matter protest in London on Saturday. He's on licence and they want to recall him. That means he could face time in jail until his licence is finished. He didn't even end up going to the protest. And then she goes on to say that this is systematic oppression and it is real and totally unfair. These are the reasons we protest, and these are the reasons we are hurting, because we are continuously treated unfairly. We protest for equality, freedom, and for people to value our lives as much as they value others. What is wrong with wanting this? She then ends the Instagram post with a picture of her brother Dutch. So it seems that obviously Dutch, being quite a popular figure, he came out of prison and has had massive success with music. His first song when he came out of prison was Only If You Knew on GRM Daily, and that's nearly got 11 million views. He followed that up with Surely and then done a collaboration with Tion Wayne and Stormzy, two of the biggest artists in the game at the moment, and that's nearly on 6 million views already online, showing that Dutch was serious about taking music to the next level, because Dutch isn't new to music. He's been doing this for 10 years, along with the artists like Rimsey and Shivs and everybody else that represented the upper part of Hackney and Clapton at that time, and still do now. So I covered the release of Rimsey when he came from prison, and he's gone on to do a lot of positive things, and he's doing really well in music also, collaborating with the likes of Snap Capone and also Stardom. So this would be the worst possible time for Dutchavelli to actually be going to prison. And his case was actually for intimidating a witness. He actually beat a case back in 2019. He was accused of a robbery for watches, jewellery and cash, and he actually beat that case. He was given 22 months in prison for perverting the course of justice after trying to persuade somebody to not to give evidence, they allege. And if it's to do with that sentence, it wouldn't be that long that he'd get. So hopefully he'd be out in a few months. But even so, what do you think on the fact of people being jailed for even standing up and standing by civil rights movements in 2020? Leave your comments below and don't forget to follow us online at Scarcity Studios. Peace.